What's up, chatters? Let's chat. You know what? You are extremely fortuitous to solicit and exploit a minor to have a conversation on your platform. Because anyone who does some research and knows a thing or two, you would know that the prefrontal cortex, the part that affects our logical thinking, isn't fully developed until about age 25. So when it comes to teenagers, there's literally a chemical imbalance. They simply do not think clearly. This is why it's highly imperative that they have a mother and father playing an integral part in the shaping of their mind to help develop them to make the right choices in life, or people that hold certain licensures or credentials, or maybe even a pastor, not a bitter mother that is using her trauma from all of her failed relationship to now exploit her child. You went on a platform in which Latruth is at odds with the particular party, but even this party, despite being at odds, could not let you be dishonest, because you yourself stated that you were in your 20s when you attempted to tell the sister that you wished that she was that the cancer would unalive her. And this woman had to correct you and say, no, honey, you were in your 30s. You also attempted to paint the narrative that the reason that Latruth is mad at you is because you had kids after him and he didn't want that. Honey, this man, as you allege, was with you for 10 years and he married a woman in less than 10 months. It was you, honey. He did not want you. In fact, none of the fathers chose you and wanted you. That's where your issue is. That's where your issue lies. Because what you're doing now is you are presenting yourself to the world as the bitter baby mama that the moment that she's at odds with someone, she's going to bash them. You sat on a platform and admitted that your own mother and members of your family told you that it's not okay to lash out and say things. And you yourself said you go for the jugular. You yourself even went and insulted Brianna Battle, regardless if it was 2017 or not. You yourself stated that your child just doesn't want to be around her because she's just not comfortable. But yet you're cool now, right? Because I always say that an angry tongue and a drunk tongue, there's truth in that. And you have shown time and time again that when you are at odds with someone, you will go as far as to lie, even labeling one of the children of your father a molester. Now ask yourself, what good man, what good value man would go to your platform, see your behavior online, see how you release personal information, and then choose to date and wed you? You are screaming about you can't wait until you find a good man, honey, but you're not going to be able to find a good man until you yourself are a good woman. And right now you are exploiting your child. Even going to this child's platform, it's adults and grandmothers commenting on her page on a daily basis, and you yourself allow her to engage in it. What is a conversation on a YouTube platform going to do for the situation? How is it going to help your household? How is it going to help you? How is it going to help your child? How is it going to help the relationship with her father? How is that conducive to the growth of you and your success? I tell you how. It's not. Baby, you are a sheep amongst wolves and you don't even know or see it. Now, this is not to down you, but it's no secret that you are not the sharpest knife in the drawer. And you can easily be taken up top, so much so that you are going to have to research what taken up top even means, because you are a sheep. And what you are doing is exploiting your child and bleeding your wounds of your failed relationships on her. This doesn't belong on social media. I tell you what I'll never do, because I have integrity. I'll never solicit anyone's child to have a conversation with me, because it's not my place. And you need certain licensures to do so. I tell you what else I'm not going to do. I'm not commenting on any child's platform, because it's not my place, and they need to have platforms in which children engage with them, not adults and not grandmothers. And if you don't see that, and if you don't see an issue with that, then maybe you need to get your vision checked. Or maybe your prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed, because I'm not seeing many people that are using their logical thinking. None of this is logic. Now ask yourself, do you really think that this man is going to harm the lives of two young girls that he created? And if not, then leave him alone. Because at one point, this was a man that was adored and loved by women. He is no longer, but now all of a sudden, a child is allegedly traumatized. Isn't it ironic that the traumatization doesn't take place until the father is removed and not in the same household? Now the trauma takes place, but when the father was in the household, there was no visible trauma and there was nothing but loving videos? Didn't we have moments in which we stated that we'll never keep children away from the fathers? Didn't we have that? So at some point, you have to understand that a lot of this is emotion, a lot of this is missing logic, and this is all cap and exploitation. There's not enough likes, subscribers, memberships, super chats, or cash apps in the world that would make me say I'm going to speak to a child on my platform about an adult situation. And that speaks highly of someone's character. And as a mother, it is your job to protect your child. As a mother, protect your child. Instead, you are throwing her in the fire right along with you. You yourself said that social media is very wicked and you are engaging in wicked behavior. And again, you are not about this life, baby. You are a sheep. You need to stay in your lane. Because what can happen is when you're a sheep amongst wolves, you won't have a platform. You don't know how to maneuver like that. You need to work on your little certificate or whatever that you were going to do in life and try to really better yourself and try to put your best foot forward so a man will see you and want to marry you in less than 10 months and not see you as just a woman to have a child with and that alone. Work on getting engaged or work on bettering yourself and work on loving yourself enough to where you no longer have to bash anyone else when you're angry and lashing out. It is no coincidence that you are at odds with multiple people. And if you are at odds with multiple people, it says a lot about you because not everyone can be wrong about you. It says a lot when you are quarreling with multiple parties. There's a common denominator, and that common denominator is you. Protect your child. And leave these children alone because after all, right, I thought children weren't supposed to be involved, right? How hypocritical. Gain the licensures that you should have to talk to a child. Other than that, it's simply exploitation. And you, baby mama number one, you are pimping your child out for cash apps. Protect your daughter.
About you. Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you. Shut your bitch ass up.